Greetings, everyone. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not a political video. It's not the same. It's a little different. You know? We're going to do a little bit of my first show review on Facebook, on social media. Tiger King, bitch. First off, hello to everyone. I got on my motherfucking animal print because I was in the spirit, bitch. I wanted to be in the spirit. I got my animal prints out. He's ready. I got my leopard hat, bitch. Or my cheetah hat, bitch. My tiger shirt. He's ready. He's in the spirit. He's full theme, okay? What's going on, Wendy? Aricia, what's going on? Damien here. Rebecca, what's going on, Rebecca? Rebecca Dupas. Tula's here. Chanel, yes, bitch. It's giving full leopard regalia. So, I'm waiting for a few folks to come in. A few more folks to come in. But you could not escape. You could not escape, bitch. Motherfucking Joe Exotic, bitch. Okay? And that's word to everything I love. First off, I got a few shout outs. First off, fuck you, Curl, bitch. Fuck you, Curl. And I did go and I reported your Facebook page, bitch, because I'm petty. Okay? Fuck you. Fuck the whole cast. Everybody that worked at the zoo. Fuck y'all. Except for the bitch that lost her arm. Because, bitch, you already paid your dues and your debt. And the motherfucker that ain't have no legs. He had to tattoo fake legs. Shout out to both of y'all. But the rest of y'all, middle finger up. First off, bitch. First off, Joe Exotic is a star. I don't understand. Here's the thing. Here's the first thing that I want to get into before we really break everything down and go through the series. The first thing is this, bitch. How the fuck did he not already have a reality show? That's what I'll be talking about with Hollywood. They sit and do all these fucking reboots, bitch. This show was a series, a movie, a mini-series, a CBS special, bitch, PBS special, documentary, and that shit could have been on VH1, Animal Planet, MTV, Lifetime. Shit, it could have went on the Paramount Network, Spike. I don't understand how the fuck he didn't have a show already, because this motherfucker was hilarious. Now, also, too, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. I am slightly partial to Joe Exotic because any gay man who can make two motherfuckers who is not gay at all be gay and do meth and stay with him for 14 years, bitch. You got superpowers, bitch. I can't find one goddamn man. This motherfucker found two and they wasn't even dick smugglers. That's a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch. I don't care how you feel, what your thoughts was. Any motherfucker, okay? Yes, the tiger print hat and the shirt, bitch. Any motherfucker who could do that is a legend. That's the first thing. Second of all, when I looked at the whole documentary, we're going to get into the music videos to hear Kitty Kitty and shit. But when I look at the whole documentary, everything stems from this bitch Curl. And I don't want the feminist folks to come after me or the he for she or all of that to come after me. Because y'all know I rise for my women. I love women. But I don't deal with fucked up individuals. I don't care if you're a man, woman, child, billy goat. If you fucked up and shady, you fucked up and shady. First off, bitch, you definitely killed your husband. Everybody know that. Okay? What I love about Joe is, first off, what I respect about this man. So basically, if you haven't watched Tiger King, it's basically a documentary about this while he owns like wildcats, tigers, and literally lions and tigers and bears. Oh my bitch. Okay, he literally owns them in Oklahoma. It's a network of these motherfuckers that own all of these tigers and shit, right? And all these exotic animals. And it's this one bitch, she a hater, her name Curl. So Curl basically does the same thing that Joe does. The difference is, and Curl is a lesson in wording and marketing. The difference is, Curl calls her shit a rescue camp. She allegedly rescuing. Now, I don't know who the fuck is you rescuing, bitch, because in my idea of rescuing is rescuing these wild cats, nursing them back to health, and then shipping their asses back to a wild habitat. That's rescuing, bitch. I don't know, first off, how these people, the shit that was crazy to me is how these people managed to get people to work for them, in Curl's case, for free. In Joe's case, for $150 goddamn a week, and free meat, expired meat from the Walmart truck, bitch. I don't understand that. Even if I'm like coming out of jail, bitch, you eating the fucking fucked up Walmart meat, bitch, that's what you're giving your employees. So be clear, none of these people are great people. Not one. The only person that I felt bad for was Saf. She lost her fucking arm. But bitch, you shouldn't have put your arm in that cage, bitch. And that's another thing. Okay, so let me focus, because it's just so, this story is so fucking much. Okay, so it all starts with Curl, the bitch Curl, okay? She starts coming for Joe and the other hunters, but specifically Joe, about how they're treating the animals and shit like that, you know, what they're doing with the animals and all of that stuff. And she like gets Pete on her side. She going up in Congress, paying them. That's another thing from a political standpoint. You get to see how money really determines what laws get passed and what's going to happen, because you saw firsthand with Curl going up in Congress and shit. Now, what bitch you know can walk up in Congress and animal print and cheetah print shit, go up in congressional offices and speak her fucking case, bitch? Okay? Okay, so she going after Joe. So Joe like, fuck this bitch. She ain't gonna keep coming for me. So Joe start making YouTube videos. First off, he the first nigga to FaceTime. I don't care what nobody say. Was nobody going live before Joe Exotic. He was literally, he had a whole television network in his house to broadcast the 80 motherfuckers on YouTube. That's going live. Some of y'all is doing that now with 3 motherfuckers with a whole fucking set in your living room. You know what I'm saying? So I live for Joe. He's a fucking pioneer. Joe had his own drawers, bitch. He had his own thongs and shit. His own condoms, his own lube. Like, Joe was a businessman. I fucking lived for Joe. But none of these people are great. So, the thing is, they start going back and forth. So, Joe basically does some shit where it's like copyright infringement, where he goes and he copies. First off, okay, so Curl Company is called Big Cat Rescue, right? So he gets he creates a company called Big Cat Rescue Entertainment, bitch. First off, I love Joe because he's such a queen. He's a different kind of queen, but he's a queen. Because he played with that lady. Now, ultimately, she was a cunt, and she got him in the end. That's just the reality. I hate to say it. But he gagged her ass several goddamn times, okay? He makes these music videos about the lady. I swear he did the trailer park equivalent to Hit 'Em Up, when he had the bitch as a damn dummy doll and feeding her the lions and shit and putting dildos in them up. I just can't. So, shit escalates. Now, mind you, it's a whole network. Now, keep in mind, like I said, there's a whole network of these people that own these big exotic animals, and they sell them. Well, you're not supposed to sell them, but they be selling the fuck out of these animals, right? And the sanest person, you got one motherfucker who basically has a harem of women that he pays $100 a week, but they live with him. They work 12 to 16 hours a day. Okay? 12 to 16, bitch. They all fucking him. Got Antler, whatever the fuck his name. They all fucking him. The sanest person out of all of these people is a guy who was the inspiration for Scarface the movie with Al Pacino. He used to sell coke by the pound, bitch, and walk duffel bags of money into the bank. He is the sanest person in this story. So that should tell you he's the sanest person. Okay? So, they keep escalating. So Curl sue him or whatever. Then they jump to the whole episode. Come to find out how Curl got her money. She killed her fucking husband. Now, they could never prove it. They could never prove it. But everybody knows that either she did one or two things. Either she put that man in the meat grinder or she fed his ass to one of them tigers. We know she fed him to the tiger. And here's the thing about Curl. And that I don't like. Is she does damsel in distress very, very well. And I've seen that lady before. I've seen that lady in HR. I've seen that lady when I go to social services. I've seen that lady when I go to the bank to cash a check. I've seen that lady. So I was already like, side-eyeing this bitch, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. But what I liked about Joe before, and we ain't even got to the good part yet. What I liked about Joe is the level of confidence that he has is unprecedented. The motherfucker talked a zoo worker who got her arm chewed off by a tiger into coming back to work within 5 days of getting the motherfucking arm amputated. Bitch, I'm calling out sick for 2 weeks for the flu. This bitch got her whole life changed. And she was back at the job within 5 days. Ain't no way in the hell. That's a motherfucker with charisma. That's a supervisor for your ass, bitch, because ain't nobody worth my goddamn arm. Then, the husbands. Now, here's the thing, once again. And here's one of the husbands, and this is a spoiler alert. If you're watching it, you haven't watched it, turn the fucking TTV, YouTube, whatever you watching this on, turn it off, spoiler alert. I said it enough, now I'm gonna get into it, bitch. The only husband I felt bad for was the one that accidentally killed herself. I thought that was really sad. I thought that was really sad. But outside of that, I don't feel bad for any of the husbands, and here's why. Because you were using Joe, just like he was using you. See, my thing is this. If you a straight man, and you not into penis, let's just call it what it is. If you ain't into touching dicks, it's nothing about anything that's going to convince me, if I'm straight, especially the way Joe ass look. No shade, bitch. Love Joe to death. He's an eccentric motherfucker. But especially the way that Joe look. I'm not going to do that if I'm not in the men. Okay? I'm not going to do that. So I don't feel bad for the husbands. I don't. I think you did what you wanted to do. You saw this older gay man who had some coins. A lot of coins, who basically he purchased your ass. Y'all was prostitutes. I don't feel bad for you. He didn't make you smoke the goddamn meth. But you wasn't saying that shit. And that's another motherfucking thing too. When we get to this court, bitch, everybody was a victim in court. Everybody was so traumatized by Joe. And they was so, upset. And he just did the most terrible things. But nobody was saying this shit. And that made me, I swear to God, the lesson that I learned from this is that everybody got a price. Everybody got a price. If you got enough money, you can get people to do shit that they would typically not do. Or that they say they would not do. Because how you, first off, you not gay, you get with the man, then you marry the man with another man. He married 2 motherfuckers at the same wedding at the same time. got y'all both using meth and weed. I don't feel sorry for any of his husbands. If anything, I feel like they're gold diggers. Because guess what? Guess what? Guess what, America? If they were women, you would be calling them gold diggers. You would be calling them whores. You would be calling them prostitutes and sluts. And I'm going to treat these motherfuckers the same way. Because guess what? They were gold diggers. They were whores. They were prostitutes and sluts. Now, it may have been for 4x4s and shotguns instead of Louboutins and lace fronts. But nevertheless, it's the same goddamn concept. And then, this is another thing. And maybe this is a culturally different thing. But the thing that gagged me was when you found out that his husband was fucking the other female zookeepers that was working at the goddamn zoo. Now, sis, no shade. You don't know what the fuck Joe ass got. And he fucking Joe. And he got 3 motherfucking teeth. Times must have been really hard at this goddamn zoo. Or even motherfuckers just got the gift of gab. Okay? Because ain't no way I'm a woman, a straight woman, and I'm here for the new age. I love it. But I don't feel sorry for them either. You a straight woman who want a man, and the only man that you could find, this is the shit that blows my mind. The only man that you could find was a motherfucker who smoked meth, got 3 teeth, and fucking an old ass zoo owner with a mullet and a shotgun on the side of his head. We're going to have to do a women's workshop about raising standards because I don't fucking understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. Now, so this other motherfucker just jumps in. What is his name? Somebody in the chat, tell me the motherfucker that stole a zoo. I forget his name. His name escapes me. But anyway, so basically, Carl and Joe going back and forth. Okay? So Carl, one thing I will give Carl is, y'all is cracking up in this chat, bitch. One thing I'll give Carl is very smart. You gotta give her that. Because at the end of the day, she roasted Joe. So she goes and sues, wins the lawsuit for $1 million, $1 million payout. Joe basically ain't got it. So he got to start selling shit. He got Jeff. Yes, his name is Jeff. I know it wasn't crazy. Thanks, Chanel and Pam. So he goes and he got to sell some equipment, some cats, all kinds of shit. Now, mind you, this is low key a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. This whole fucking situation. So mind you, there's this other man there who's filming a reality show. Hold that thought. Keep that over here. Remember, there's a man filming a reality show. We're going to come back to him, okay? So, all of this is being filmed. So, Joe got to sell some of the shit to get the money. In walks this con man, Jeff. So, Jeff, and see, here's the thing where he showed his weakness. Because I love Joe. I think Joe was a great example of taking life by the balls, literally. And especially being a gay man, owning your shit and being a fucking boss. A take no shit ass boss. But this way he got weak. He had the straight man come in talking cash shit with no fucking receipts. No receiptage. Okay? Talking about, oh, he gonna save and do all this shit. So he spent a couple of dollars to get some shit done with y'all. So the lawyer goes, he spends $35,000 to have the lawyers keep working for Joe. Jeff, this is Jeff, okay? The lawyers then say, well, you're not going to be able to pay her. What you can do is file bankruptcy or some shit, and I'm paraphrasing here. Go watch the show. That's what you should be fucking doing. It's a review. He basically says, sell the zoo or close the zoo and have Jeff open it up in his name. Okay? So, Joe goes and do it. Lo and behold, Jeff ass ain't got no motherfucking money. He's a con man. Joe ain't a scammer, bitch. Ain't got no fucking money. None. So they working at the zoo and shit. They trying to figure it out. Curl ass still, trying to get her shit. So then, remember that man? And it's some more shit. It's just so much shit. So then, remember the man we set over here, right? That was filming the whole show. He decides he want to show his ass because, Joe feeling his beat. He upset. And this is Tiger King, by the way. He upset. So Joe showing his ass. He like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to the motherfucking lawyer. The thing with Joe is Joe talk too much. So he goes to the lawyer. And it's on camera. This is the gag. It's on camera. He goes, well, basically the reality TV person is like, Joe is like, well, I need the footage, or you don't own me, or blah, blah, blah. And the reality TV guy's like, actually, I do. I own all the footage. I'm shopping the show. It is what it is. So the footage is housed in this, like, warehouse of rum, also where Joe's first husband, the oldest husband, houses his alligators and shit, right? So Joe goes and see the fucking lawyer. On camera, the lawyer insinuates in so many words, bitch, he only got one copy. You know what to do. Basically, like, Joe, burn the motherfucking bond down. So Joe burns the fucking bond down with all the reality show footage and his husband alligators, bitch. But here's where I love a stunt queen. I love it. This motherfucker did a whole video. He sold it. He believed the lie. He had a $10,000 reward out for the arrest of Curl, like everything, okay? I loved it. I loved it. He, like, goes along with the lie. Everybody knows Joe burnt that goddamn barn down, okay? Everybody, but you know what? Here's the thing, and what I love about this show is that it shows that you can be flawed, but if you're true to yourself, people will respect that. And that's the thing that I love about Joe, is that Joe is not a good person. Okay? He's not. But he owned that. And that part I can respect. Like, he know he ain't shit. He don't give a fuck. It is what it is. And I personally, when somebody is that candid and honest, I respect the fuck out of them. Because at least you're not lying to me. At least you're not bullshitting me. It is what it is. So, then Joe decides to run for president. That shit don't work. Then Joe decides to run for governor. That shit don't work. Well, Joe, he paid for the shit using the zoo's money, which that's called embezzlement or some kind of way he did that shit where it's against the law. So now the FBI looking for him. So he just pissed about life at this point. So Joe decides that he wants to put a hit out on Curl's ass. Because really, at the end of the day, all this shit started because of Curl. But the thing is, Joe was serious about it, but he didn't really go through with it until Jeff Jeff planned the shit. That's the crazy part. Like, Jeff and his, like, ex-con ass homeboy, they really, really planned this shit. Jeff dumbass just decided to go actually pay the money and be talking on the phone and shit. So now, the FBI looking for him. He done got set up by Jeff, ugly ass, cradle face ass, fat ass friend. The motherfucker he hired, the crackhead he hired to go kill Curl, took the $3,000 that Joe gave him and went to North Carolina with it. Ain't even go where Curl's ass was. Okay? Like, you couldn't write this story. Like, if you had to put the writers of Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, well, that's the same motherfucking person. Tyler Perry, Steven Spielberg. You could have put all of the greatest writers in a room, and they would have never came up with this story. Never. So then what happens? So, long story short, the FBI catch up with Joe. Okay? And I'm leaving shit out because it's just so much. The FBI catch up with Joe. Okay? They arrest him. Joe facing like 79 years. But in addition to the murder for hire charge, because that charge was kind of like weak, he could have like finagled that. Then somebody dropped the dime, or I think it was Jeff, that Joe had killed like 5 tigers. He had euthanized them. So Joe's thing was the tigers were sick. We can't leave them in misery. We gotta, kill them, and they, basically bury them in the backyard or what have you. Now, the problem I have with this, I don't feel like you should be cruel to animals. If they are sick and you can't help them, you should put them out there in misery. Sorry, Peter. But here's my thing. I found it amazing to me that in America, the charge that was going to stick more was not the charge that he tried to kill this bitch Carol, who we don't like anyway, who we wouldn't have been mad if this shit had happened. But the fact that the charge that really got him the prison sentence was killing the fucking tigers. Forget the fact that it's a human being. And as a black person, that made me think, like, damn, animals is, like, they really value animals more than people. Like, you will go and do serious time for animal cruelty. But if you kill a man on the street for selling cigarettes, he was resisting arrest. Y'all know I had to get deep at some point. I think that's crazy. That's crazy. So, the thing that pissed me off was when the trial is going on, they subpoena everybody who works at the zoo. All of these people, and here's the thing, I'm not saying that Joe was the best boss, because some of the conditions he had them living in was definitely sketch. The Walmart shit was sketch. But when you've worked for somebody for 15 years, like, they couldn't have been that bad to you. You stayed for 15 years in those conditions, getting $150 a week, sis? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. And all of them went, and they testified against that man. And then you could tell that some of them had regret about it. They was just trying to cover their own ass. And they didn't really have nothing to cover. The only person who I felt really was like really loyal to Jeff, or was Jeff homeboy, was the man with the 2 false legs, the 2 tattooed false legs. And they didn't even call him in the court to testify. And I know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this. Like I said, once again, Joe is not the best person. But if you work, I'm not going to work for somebody for 15 years willingly and then be like, oh, he's just the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's bullshit. Do you believe a con man who has a record, Jeff strangled his fucking wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, his homeboy a fucking criminal. All of these people is criminals. And that's how it happened. Do I think Jeff should have served time? Because he definitely broke the law. He definitely sold animals that he wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely should have served time for the murder for hire. But I feel like he became the scapegoat for a lot of other shit that was just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it was crazy. But it's the same. It's just like, you know what this whole documentary reminded me of? A classic drug case. Everybody your friend, but when you get pinched, everybody gonna flip on you. It's just like instead of coke, they were selling tigers. Same rules apply. I think that Jeff's ass should be locked up. I think, well, Don Adler, or whatever the fuck his name is, his shit got raided. They showed that at the end. So he get ready to get pinched. I feel like I fuck with Joe. And I know Joe isn't the best person, but honestly, I can't explain it. Like I said, I don't think that he's the best person. I wouldn't trust him with my shit or my money. But there's always that person who it's always those people that you just can't quite explain why you fuck with them the way that you do, but you do. And I think that Joe is one of those people. And it ends with basically Joe partnering with PETA and basically snitching on everybody, and now everybody get ready to get pinched. Which I don't blame him. It is what it is. Because I think that he kind of took the hit for a lot of shit. But overall, I would highly recommend Tiger King. I think it's a fascinating watch. The Life and Times of Dundalk Bitch, Middle River, Essex, Eastern Shore. I live. Netflix just always, like, I feel like at this point, if the justice system don't get you, Netflix won't get you. Because they have a tendency, Netflix produces content that really enacts social change. Like, you've never seen that before. Like, how many documentaries have they done? The Sisters, the Central Park 5 and shit. Like they do shit that really be having real life consequences. So I'm telling everybody now, if I ever do some crooked shit or some fucked up shit, call Netflix, have them do the documentary before my ass goes to fucking jail. Before I go to court, call up Netflix, say I got a story, pitch the story, you know what I'm saying, and get them to do my shit before the trial, put it up on the service so people can be at the courthouse fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Abducted in plain sight. When they see us, Gabriel Fernandez. Like, their documentary and true crime shit is not to be played with. Okay? That's just what it is. You fuck with Netflix, bitch, on a documentary, your ass getting caught. Like, but overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Tonight, I'm going to finish up the 3rd season of Black Lightning. I love that show. I highly recommend it. And also, too, my next watch is going to be The Platform. For those of you watching on social media, I'm going to be reviewing The Hunt this weekend, as well as The Platform. And, of course, our usual politics and, you know, all of that we always cover. But I wanted to do something a little bit more fun and not as intense. But on that note, you guys, make sure you follow me at Dapper Dan Midas. We also have the website live now, www.dapperdanmidas.com, where you can see everything from music to the YouTube show, to politics, to the whole shebang. But on that note, you guys be blessed. Have a great evening, and I will see you soon. Ciao.